This one comes highly recommended by someone that is always hanging out in chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Always.
Always. I don't know if this person has ever not been in our chat at twitch.tv/AboutBeverages.
That's pretty cool.
We
have to try it then.
It's very often. We have to try it. And then as soon as I tweeted about this, you can follow us on Twitter as well. As soon as I tweeted about that, I actually bought a bottle of this whiskey, this rye whiskey specifically. Immediately people came out of the woodworks. Oh my God, that one's amazing. That one's really good. I can't wait for you to have it, whatever. So we're going to get it, bring it to the tasting table. We're going to put it through its paces. So we've got a rye whiskey for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Angel's Envy Finished Rye.
Yeah, so this is a rye whiskey, and it is finished in rum casks.
And normally they finish their in sherry, right?
Port is their other one. So
okay.
they're regular. So they've got two different ones that are easy to find. They also have a barrel proof, I believe. But they have a Angel's Envy that is just a bourbon that is finished in port barrels. And then this one, again, this one is rye, and it is finished in Caribbean. How are we saying it?
Caribbean Queen. Should we say it like Billy Ocean?
Let's do it. Caribbean rum casks is what we've got today. So this has come highly recommended. It is 100 proof.
Okay.
Rye whiskey. I love the Angel's Envy. Like I said, the regular one that's finished.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That is one of my favorites. Like I said, especially for that price. That one's usually around under $50, $45 to $50, depending on where you find it. Sometimes they've had that at Costco for even a little bit cheaper, but that one's pretty good.
We actually sell the Angel's Envy at the store for $46 or $47, so it's right in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's a good price. But like I would buy that whiskey all day long. Like I said, I really like that. I like the finish. That's what kind of starts to separate to me. Sometimes some of these different whiskeys is the finishes. That was like what Whistle Pig. A lot of their stuff was known for with Dave Pickerel. He was kind of known for his finishings. He did the stuff for the Blackened Brandy cask. So I like those because they kind of just add another unique layer to these. So so we've got rum going on here, 100 proof. I have opened the bottle. I have not had any of this. You have obviously not had any of this.
That is correct.
But I did open it to kind of let it breathe a little bit.
Well, we talk about that a lot. That it seems like the initial opening is kind of necessary to remove some of the intense heat. My God, the heat.
My God, the heat. And I love that glass you've got there. Where can you get glasses like that?
Oh man, that glass! You know what? Looks like a laser etched About Beverages. It does. Glencairn glass.
Oh my gosh! Exactly.
Yeah, there's a link to that.
It's right down here. There you go. There's a link to those right there. You can order directly from Glencairn.
It's hard to believe
Ohio.
That's coming up on like a year already because I know
is.
I bought these as Christmas presents last year. So time goes by way too quickly.
Way too quickly. So do you want to know the price now, or do you want to do it after we try?
I want to know it later.
Okay. All right. So let's just go right to the color here, which is the color of whiskey.
On the Pantone scale, is there just the color bourbon?
There should be. There needs to be. 100%. It's also the lesser-known Tom Cruise movie, The Color of Whiskey.
The color of... Oh, okay. Color of whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay, not the color of bourbon.
Not the color of bourbon, no.
Okay.
This is not bourbon. This is whiskey.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Because it's rye. That's okay.
That's all right. Angel's Envy, the other one is...
Yes, it is bourbon.
That's what's been tripping me up.
Bourbon?
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, fairly like dark honey colored, like nothing.
There's a little bit of orange in there, actually. A little orange.
A little orange, yeah. I would agree with that. Bit. Okay. Well, let's get to the important things. I'm very excited to smell this one, and I want to taste it. So let's get to the aroma.
I get a little bit of nuttiness in there, and this is just gonna sound weird, but like peanuts.
Oh, peanuts! I don't get.
I get peanuts.
I could go hazelnut.
Maybe hazelnut, but
I could go hazelnut,
and a little
maybe.
Honey.
Interesting.
I get a sweetness in there.
Well, the sweetness definitely. Like I'm getting that, but yeah, I get more like toward a hazelnutty kind of thing. But yeah, the sweetness is fantastic. Obviously, you're talking rum, so you're talking molasses, so that's even more amplifying the brown sugar notes that you normally get out of a whiskey anyway. I'm getting some of the spice that you would get out of the rye. Right. I'm getting a little bit of smokiness in there too. Like there's a wonderful blend of like, you would think possibly that says this has been aged for up to 18 months in the casks. Which almost could sound like, oh my God, is this going to be too much of a sweet bomb or whatever? And there's definitely a fair amount of that, but there's a wonderful balance because rye is the right call here because you're going to bring to the table all those other things, the spice, the smoke, some wood. This smells fantastic.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's
a very enticing aroma.
Yeah, very much so. It's
so different. You think actually peanut?
I don't know why.
Okay.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want to stop saying that? I mean it. Yeah, that is a wonderful, and I love that you can take a deep,
Yeah.
Inhale of it too.
Because a lot of times you get like in some things you'll get like a vanilla nut, or but there's something very, and it could be maybe there's the spicy and the honey, and maybe there's something in there that's making me think of like a honey roasted peanut.
Okay,
maybe that's what I'm. Because there is a sweetness, there is definitely there is the nut, and maybe that's why I'm thinking about that. Okay, took me a while, but I got back to
you made
honey roasted peanut.
There you go, and that to me then makes sense. Okay. Yeah, no, that is a wonderful aroma. If the taste is even close to this, I'll be fairly happy. So let's find out. Let's find out. That did not disappoint.
Do you think it's what you get in the nose?
It is. I get more sweet in the nose, and then in the taste, I get more of the wood and the rye, and a little bit of smoke, and then that leads into the sweet, which to me is perfect. Because if I'd have gotten all the sweet that I got in the nose, I think I would have liked it a little bit less. Because it would have been toward. There's a Basil Hayden's member that we had that was really sweet, and it was also a rum barrel. Remember
Rum barrel can concern
that's
me
what I'm
a
saying.
bit.
This is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love this, and little too smooth maybe, because like I literally could, it's deceptively smooth, because I'm getting a little heat, like because the 100 proof going down a little bit, but the actual like finish and everything else the entire way through, oh my god, this is so good.
Well, you like the 100 proof, right? That's kind of like your
I do, yeah. The 100 to
spot-ish.
105 proof is kind of my new sweet spot. I like that just because you get a little bit more of the heat, but you get a little more depth of flavor too. I feel like it's not quite as watered down. There's definitely other things that I like at lesser proofs, but usually that is definitely something I gravitate toward, is that kind of that bottled and bond and up a little bit. What do you think?
No, because I didn't get what's in the nose and the taste at first. And so that's why I was thinking, I hope I'm not that far off where you're like, that's exactly what I was thinking. But you described it very well. It is more of the smoke, more of the depth that then leads into those other things. And it is, except for the little bit of heat, it is very smooth going. Yeah, very smooth but with a lot of flavor. That's very good.
God, that is really good.
Yeah, I like I said, sometimes the rum cask can concern me a little bit, but whatever this was before going in, this must have just sort of rounded it out, added that little bit of sweetness. Didn't
I think
go overboard. So.
And I think that's why they were super smart. This being the rye one, because rye definitely comes through with usually more of the spice, more of the wood, the char, depending on what the recipe, obviously everything going on, but. Oh my God. Like I said, yeah, this is exactly what I was kind of hoping for. And that, like I said, that sweetness is perfect for what they, because if they'd have done this with their regular bourbon, like I love the port barrel one, but I think that one's good because it does kind of bring the nuttiness to that and that one doesn't get quite as sweet. Whereas if they'd have done that, I think that would have been overly, so like this one is over the top.
These are they out of Kentucky?
I honestly am not 1,000% sure.
What is
you have this is yes, it is Louisville Distilling Company. Okay, Louisville.
Okay,
yeah. This is wow. This is excellent. Now, the true test. How much would you pay for this? Or you wouldn't pay anything.
Well, yeah, I would say I'm the wrong guy to ask. So maybe ask do HJ? Do they know?
They probably know
what this costs.
This is what I was able to find it for, so I guess that may depend. Like I said, I don't know if that comes in a different price. I am very happy. I'm happy to pay this. Like I'm not going to run out and buy multiple bottles because it's expensive.
Okay,
but I'm fine with this price. So yes,
we must know. They must know. Oh, sorry.
What do you think? Do you want to guess at the cost? How do you want to go with this a little bit?
Do you
have any idea?
No,
so the other one's 50-ish.
Yes, 50-ish.
I've already said this one's a little more than that.
Okay, so 70.
A little more.
82.
Oh, okay. It's like a weird number. Okay. but it was like $81.99.
Okay.
So about $80.
Okay.
For this one.
Okay.
I think it's worth every penny.
Okay. All right.
But again, that's obviously your budget, like everything else.
Right.
But the flavors in here are fantastic. This is such an amazing, I think, sipper. I love that, like I said, it has the proof, so you get some of that heat. But man, the rum just must smooth out so many things. It is.
There's a little brown, sugary, molassesy note in there as this even sits a little bit more, and I did notice that in the taste. That is kind of
the nose is
that sort of lingering, that the more depth, not the like super sweet, the more depth of sweetness.
So that's what's that's unfortunate about this is because it's so smoother. Like you could easily just be like I have pretty much gone.
For a glass.
Yeah, do my wife's pour amount. do a Hulk fist of whiskey. Of
A
this
Hulk
one,
fist.
and you'd be no problem whatsoever. Oh my God, yeah, this one is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I cannot say that our website is equally as fantastic as his whiskey, but it's close. Okay. It's in the ballpark. I feel.
Okay.
I feel
right.
Definitely though.
We aspire.
Do you know what's the best part about our website though? Absolutely free. You can go to aboutbeverages.com and you don't have to pay a penny to go there and check out everything we have done over the last decade, including reviews and podcast videos, all that kind of stuff. If you only want just the latest videos, a great place to go, obviously, is YouTube. I'm sure you've heard it. New startup, YouTube. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, they're just getting popular now.
They're just getting popular. Yeah, search for them. Trust me, they're a safe website. Go to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate that. If you only want audio, we've got you covered there as well. Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes. If you have a favorite podcast app that you use, search for About Beverages, and you will find us there. And if that's not enough, and you want to go the extra mile, we have some pillars to talk about as well.
The pillars of social media. Oh, yes. Yeah. Those being TikTok, the newest addition to the pillar lineup. Also Instagram and Twitter, which is what we use most often to keep you up to date on what's going on at About Beverages, just like earlier tonight when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which is what we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific time. So when we get together, we hang out, we try things, we have all kinds of fun discussions and just talk about whatever happens to come up. Also, throughout the week, Andrew let you know what he's doing in the gaming world and what he might be drinking while he's doing it. So follow us on Twitter.
But, as we always say,
whether we like it or not,
when we like something this much,
you must give it a shot.